All right.
Yep.
Here we go. Confirm and go live. And there we go. All right. So,
Looks
the
good.
last time we left off, you guys had
Amazing
the
cat.
absolutely brilliant, flawless, nothing
Amazing
could go
cat.
wrong
The
idea
last one died, so I had to remake it.
of
So I get your notification. You
impersonating
bought me the game.
a higher
Yeah, I didn't see
power
it. I was on
to
this.
convince
Oh,
a
okay.
tribe
Okay.
of
I'll
Aarakocra
download it
to
tonight.
oh god to a tribe of Aarakocra
Oh, I'm sorry.
to look for a golden bear,
A glowing golden bear.
a glowing shiny golden bear.
Yes.
Man, you all fucked up.
And they immediately followed you because you were so convincing with your natural 20. And that pretty much, as far as you know, has taken care of the issue.
One issue.
One issue. But, you know, here we are.
Here we are.
So,
And Nikai's completely freaking out because of what happened. Because he knows
because
what's
Nakai
gonna...
understands.
Yes, yes.
His sins that are crawling up his back.
Yes.
The thing is, it would be extremely obvious on the way back.
He's paranoid.
Pretty much, yeah.
Yeah.
So you guys are, heading back on the road. You fetched Echo.
Mhm.
And, of course, you have your 5 knights that did jack shit.
Yep.
And...
We have snakes.
And the snakes. I forgot about the snakes. Thank you for reminding me.
Yes.
So,
Yes, we have snakes.
the snakes that were going to be the sacrifice.
I'm gonna need some booze.
I'll be right back. The food's here, and just
Okay.
carry on.
Alright. Oh, and Jason has to be right back. Well, shit.
Well, that's an early break.
Fortunately for us, Jason isn't technically in yet, so that's fine.
true.
I just hope he's back before his appointed time of entry.
Eh.
Alright, so, yeah, you guys are heading back towards...
I swear, if you introduce him as riding a golden bear,
Fast way for
Oh, I'm not that evil.
really,
I don't know about that.
really,
Okay, correction. I didn't think of that. I am that evil. I just didn't think of it.
why do you think I didn't mention it
I
until
wouldn't.
now?
I would not do that. There are I put some memes in the cycle of I say some memes. I put like 5 memes in the cycle of images. So
Uh-huh.
yeah. So yeah. Have fun being reminded of your shortcomings and failures, and what you may not have thought fully into.
Yeah, I was just
So-
looking on to see my failures.
Yeah.
And this up a bit more.
But yeah. So yeah, you guys are heading back to town. It's fairly. I would say it's fairly late in the evening by the time you make it back to town, considering it's been, you've been out for quite a while.
Mhm.
Considering all your escapades took place in a single day.
Yeah.
That's a lot. Surprisingly, yes. I'm amazed that you managed to maintain time like that. But yeah, it is, by the time you get back into town, it is fairly late evening. After a few hours of walking, keeping your snake prisoners contained. Oh, goodness. So, yeah. What do you guys want to do once you get into town?
Well, my first thought is figure out what the hell they're trying to summon so I know what I'm dealing with.
Yeah,
You said it's pretty late, so
it's fairly late. Yes.
would that library
And-
still be open or no?
It might be.
I have to at least check and see if the that guy's still there.
Yeah. Yeah. All right. So you're heading to the library?
Yeah.
All right. You're heading over there, and yeah, it's still open.
All right. I'm gonna head over to the same section again. I think it was like that history or whatever it was.
Yep, history. And he's still there, still surrounded by a fortress of books.
I will look visibly a little bit relieved that he's still here.
When he hasn't moved. You don't have to go looking for him.
That, and I'm thinking I might have a little more information I can figure out now.
Yeah. All right.
Okay, I'm gonna go up to him.
All right.
Atticus, have you found any more information on what I gave you?
Well, it's certainly taken some digging, but, yes, I've found a little bit here and there. Well, what did you find these on, or in, or did you find these at all? What?
I believe you're talking about the ones from in the book, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
They have a little bit of context, but it's odd to read through it all.
I believe this was from somebody who was studying the Aarakocra, but I don't know how much information they got because it was just in like one of their abandoned tree houses. So it was just a book, so like a handwritten.
Oh.
Yeah. Is there any indication on what they are worshiping, or?
Well, yes, it is certainly one kind of some form of worship, but I can't really tell what they're worshiping. It's strange.
I don't know.
Evidently, it needs sacrifice of some kind of living variety, something that has blood.
I don't know
but-
if this helps at all, but when I got back, they were chanting an infernal.
Oh, well, that bodes well, doesn't it?
Yeah. And it was about a lot of blood, so.
Yeah, that
Yeah.
fits with the runes on the altar you found. Well.
I mean, is there any
Do you know of
indication
any-
if it's like
Sorry.
a more of a demon or a deity or
I am not sure.
not sure? Okay.
It might be a combination of both. I have no idea.
Oh, that's a lovely thought.
There are few options, honestly.
Are
Well,
any of
unless
them
you-
particularly?
desirable? No.
Yeah. Oh, of course not.
Now that you're
Of course
declaring that they were chanting in Infernal, there are very few different things that could be.
Yeah.
That's 9 hells or, well, Hades. And neither of those are, once again, particularly desirable.
True.
But it's strange that you found Fomorian and not Infernal.
Yeah.
They were chanting in it.
We did find like some kind of structure, not 10 minutes away from the village. We have no idea what it is, what it does, what it's meant to do. I don't know if it's part of that, if like the altar was pulled from something related, but
If you still know where it is, then could you take me to it perhaps tomorrow?
yeah, I could take you to it.
Yeah, that's
Didn't you guys have me like lift a big portion of it and bring it back, or really?
You did, yeah. You picked it up and dragged it with you.
Well, I guess
I was
that
like-
depends on if Echo followed me too.
Well, no, you guys
no.
said that
Okay.
Echo was the only one who could have dragged the damn thing.
Well, I was
So-
thinking, was Echo,
Echo
dragging
has
it?
but I don't know if
Was
I-
Echo
I
dragging it
don't-
through
I
the
don't-
library?
I don't think so.
Moment.
I think Echo would want to drag it
Rest.
somewhere, yeah, so that they can A, keep an eye on it, and B, so that they can rest.
Yeah.
Because they still need to rest,
Yeah.
despite being a, Warforged.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Or something.
yeah. But, a robot
Okay.
person. Well,
I mean, the only other information we have is they were trying to sacrifice some snake people, for lack of a better term.
are any of them still not sacrificed?
Yes, all of them. We stopped them,
Oh.
which was very lucky
How
and
did you do that?
potentially
How did you do that?
terrible for me. Well,
What did you do? Alright, fine. You made a mistake. I'll
Well,
leave you with that.
well,
to stew in
do
your
you-
own brain.
do you know the thaumaturgy spell?
Yes.
I may have convinced them to search for something else to sacrifice.
He kind of he massages his nose with his fingers, like the
Something-
bridge of his nose.
Something mythological that does not exist.
Are you entirely certain that it does not exist?
Well, if it doesn't,
Not
if
anymore.
if it exists, it will be difficult to find. Let me put it that way. I told them to find a glowing golden bear.
Oh well, conveniently we have one right here. No,
Excuse me.
no. Well,
We must go kill it.
I certainly have never seen one of those myself, so
Yes.
I never heard of anyone else seeing one of those. So
Yeah.
and never read of them anywhere, considering how much of. I mean, I don't know if you've noticed, but I tend to be quite a reader.
Yeah. You can imagine I'm rather concerned about what I just pissed off.
Yes, that may not have been a wise decision.
Yes, I know. And I may have ticked off my own deity in the process, but
Well, better than having them sacrifice us.
I'm kind of hoping that mine will kind of understand a little bit saving lives and protecting people, and I'm hoping.
Yeah,
I'm hoping.
Well, I suppose we'll
Please
see.
be kind. Yeah.
Well, either way,
At least we prevented whatever they were trying to summon. For the time being, at least.
that worries me still.
It does me too, but
Very few nice things require a blood sacrifice to summon.
yes.
Ah,
And it goes back.
there goes Vale
Yeah.
for a while.
Yeah.
All right. Well,
Yeah. So.
I will continue searching tomorrow, and you'll know where to find me.
Okay.
My fortress never moves.
Honestly, kind of looks like my old fortress.
Well, he stands up for the first time you've ever seen him stand up, and kind of carefully steps his way through some of his pillars of books without stepping on any.
Yeah.
Uh,
So, I'm assuming you didn't find anything town ending yet,
well,
since you didn't inform the...
I won't know until we know what they were sacrificing to.
Well, yeah. Okay.
But
So,
there could very well be things town ending or worse if it's abyssal or not abyssal, infernal.
yes.
Hmm.
So, guess I'll talk to you tomorrow, and if we find any more information, I'll bring it to you.
All right. All right. I suppose you will see me tomorrow.
Yep. Would you want to look at that structure early, or would you rather get some more research done before that?
The earlier the better. It
Okay.
helps consolidate ideas.
All right. So, I'll just gather some supplies before I meet you, and then I'll take you over.
All right. I shall talk to you tomorrow then.
All right.
Farewell for now.
Goodbye. And I will just walk back to the inn for now.
Back to the end. All right. Echo, where were you heading? Where were you heading after you came back to town?
I think I'm probably just gonna chill outside of town. Not
Chill
much.
outside? of town?
Yeah,
Alright.
and I'm mostly just gonna be probably petting Vale since she's in my bag sleeping.
Vale is
You'd be
indeed
like, nah,
napping in the bag.
going on the lap and you
Hello,
getting petted
Vale.
now.
Yeah.
So it's just, I'm probably resting for because I was fucking carrying that entire thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That massive chunk of whatever the hell it is. Or was. Or whatever.
Something.
Yeah. Alright. So you're kind of relaxing outside of town.
Yes.
Oh. Yeah. The guards, once they get back into town, escort the remaining snakes, because one of them got pushed off of a branch,
Mm.
into containment. So, jail, pretty much.
I'm assuming one of us told the guard person what they were and why they were there.
Yeah.
Okay.
On the way back.
Okay.
After being told many times, don't go stab stab.
Yes. Yes. Many, many times.
Too many times.
The only other thing I'm going to do is when I get up to my room, basically I'm just going to sit on the bed and pray to Boldre just to basically ask for forgiveness for doing what I did.
Yeah.
Basically kind of looks like
All right.
meditating, but yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. All right. All right. And I'm assuming you are also, kind of after that.
Pass
You're
out?
also, yeah,
Yeah.
falling asleep, going to bed.
Mentally,
Sleepy
physically
Tuesday.
exhausted, yes.
Yep.
So,
So.
I mean, if you want to cut the silence, I
Alright.
can just start snoring.
No, that's okay. Echo, I know that you are just kind of chilling, but
yeah.
after you relax for a while, are you going to the inn or are you?
Yeah,
Okay.
I'll go to the end, grab Bale something to eat,
Okay,
or like have a meal
Shit.
ready for them when they wake up.
all right. And get some food prepared for the cook.
Yes.
Cook some food for the only cook in.
No, I'll have someone else do it. Shit with food.
Fair enough. Nakai, you want to do some cooking? No.
No. I bought those spices specifically for Vale.
Yeah, I know. Yeah. All right. All right. So that's about it for tonight then.
Yep, for me.
Yeah.
All right. So next morning. Good morning.
No. It's bad.
Okay, but 10.
Nakai, you wake up dead. No.
I wouldn't be surprised at this point.
You wake up cursed by a demon lord. No.
Still not
You
surprising.
wake up. Good morning. You're fine.
Still a little freaked out, but yeah.
A little. Yeah. Well, understandably.
Yes.
You have no idea what the hell you impersonated.
Yes. Just head downstairs, grab some coffee, sit in a corner, think for a little bit.
Regret life.
Think about my life choice.
Yeah. Think about how your sister's gonna react when she hears this.
Oh, I know exactly how she's gonna react.
Yeah, that's
She's gonna
true.
say, "What a good job you did!
Yeah.
Finally, did something fun."
Yep.
Yeah.
All right. Get something to eat. Ruminate on your thoughts.
Yeah, probably something a little drier so it doesn't
Yeah.
soaks up the stomach acid from worrying so much.
Yeah. All right. So, Echo.
Yes.
Good morning. When you wake up, what do you do?
I'm gonna go explore the woods too.
All right. Go
Trees.
exploring the woods again.
Yeah. You want me to? I'm not gonna be searching for anything in particular, so.
All right.
So.
Just kind of.
Yeah. Enjoying the walk.
All right.
If I spot anything, I'll investigate it, but I don't think I will.
All right. If you're not particularly looking for anything, then don't worry about rolling anything.
Alright. Okay.
So, all right. As you walk, yeah, it's very peaceful. No golden bears or Aarakocra around.
Damn. You just straight up like rip the fucking birds off. Is Nakai gonna do anything?
After getting breakfast, I don't know.
Well, I do want to go to the general store. Hello.
Hello.
That was me walking into the store.
Yes. All right, into Fantasy Walmart. Here we go.
Fantasy Walmart.
What's you shopping for?
How much is a shovel?
And this is why I meet all of us with
How much is a shovel?
Yes.
Why do you need a shovel? You know what? I'm not even gonna. It's 2 gold pieces. It's 2 gold pieces.
Okay. How much do I have on me? I have... Yeah, that's plenty. I am going to grab 2. Interesting. Is that not something? Oh, good. There we go. Okay. Add. Okay. Yeah, that'll work. Okay. Clear. Okay. And I will take money out. Remove. Okay. Okay. And... Yeah, I'm gonna head for the library after that.
All right.
Yep.
Back to the library. You know where to look.
Favorite place.
Yep. All right, you head off towards the library, towards, I'm assuming, Atticus.
Mm-hmm.
Again.
Yes. Well, Atticus, you ready to take a look at the structure? Whatever it was?
Yeah. Ready whenever.
Okay.
Back in his pile of books. Piles of books, I guess.
Yeah.
Squeezing his way through them.
I'm assuming when we dropped off the snake people, we told them we basically took care of the problem, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
On the way there, how likely would it be that I run into Echo?
Echo's out in the forest, so not very likely.
No? Okay.
Remember that remember that the random chunk of structure that you found
Mm-hmm.
was dug up and moved towards the ripped out of the ground by Echo, more accurately,
Yeah.
and moved to the town. So
Wasn't there
You don't really
other wasn't there other pieces still underground though?
there were, but they were smaller fragments.
Okay. Would I have known where Echo put the piece?
Probably, yeah. Considering you live in the same.
And even then,
Room.
it's fucking huge, so it wouldn't be that hard to miss.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'll take Atticus to that first, and then see if he wants to go where the hole was.
All right.
So,
All right. You head to the chunk that you found, the biggest, the big, ripped out chunk.
yep.
Well, he's immediately captivated by it.
Yeah.
Looking at the carvings on the segments of it.
I can
He's
take
rather-
you. I can take you to where this was pulled up too, and there are other smaller pieces around it. So,
Well, I would like to know what this was part of, but that may not be possible.
there was also for lack of a better term, tower.
Where?
What was it? 10 minutes out of town? I think.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
Should be easier to walk to, sounds like.
Yeah, it was that first one that Echo found.
Yeah.
So I'll take him to that one.
Yeah, heads there, or you guys head there,
Mhm.
and he's looking at. He once again immediately starts inspecting, and he pulls out a book that he evidently still kept from the library at the time. Probably, checked it out because he's not an asshole. And it's the one that he used the first time you gave him things to translate,
Okay.
or the one he mostly used. And he starts reading through it and kind of looking at the runes and things, carvings and outlets and ridges and things.
Mm-hmm.
And he's there for a while. Maybe 20, 30 minutes of just inspecting this object.
I'm very familiar with being obsessed with something, so.
Yeah. And so he's like, well, this certainly is... Well, it's very important,
Yeah.
to say the least. Appears to be something like... Well, there... It says anchor.
Mhm.
And it says that in a few other places. I have a feeling that these aren't really meant to be read as much as they are just understood. Like,
So more religious
how-
or arcane?
closer to arcane. Like
Okay.
how runes that we would write in something like, I don't know, Celestial wouldn't necessarily be anything understandable in Celestial, and it's more just the idea of the writer that counts.
Yeah.
The idea of the caster who vocalizes rather than the actual meaning of the sounds and words that they produce.
Mm-hmm.
Why is this here, though? Of all places.
Okay, this is a weird question, but is that tower tilted in one direction or the other? Like it's covering a certain area to be connected to another one?
Not really, no.
Hmm.
It's just pointing up.
Okay. Okay. So, how common are like copies of books? Like,
Fairly common.
how long would it take to get a copy of what he's reading?
Quite a while.
I kind of thought so.
It's not an easy thing to copy.
Okay. No, it's not like they have 5 copies at the.
No,
Okay.
that's likely the only copy in, like, a good distance, considering how old it is.
It's a fairly big book, right?
Yeah, fairly thick. Would take a while to commission a copy.
How long would it take for me to read it? Read
Several
it.
days.
Read it to the point where I understand it too, because there's
Several months.
I was gonna say there's a big difference there. So.
Yeah, read it versus read it to the point of understanding it acutely
Mhm.
are two very different things. Yeah.
Yeah, basically read it so I can eventually know what other things say since I read that book.
Yeah.
So that would be like a month's.
That'd
Kinda.
be a month, maybe 2, maybe 3.
Okay. So that's not viable.
No. Sitting in town and reading that book until you understand everything is, yeah. Considering he has probably been reading it for quite a while and he is still using it as a reference point.
Yeah.
And even then, it's difficult to decipher these things, despite how few of them you actually have. In the meantime, while you're thinking of what to do, Echo. Echo. What do you want to do after your stroll? Yeah.
Well, I guess I'm gonna go find my partner.
You're gonna go look for your partner?
The Nike brand shoes.
Sorry, say that again.
Looking for Nike.
Walking through the branches, looking for your friend.
Yes, like
Okay. Looking for Nakai.
Do we turn that up a little bit?
Nike boots.
Nike boots. All right. Roll perception for me to find Nakai. John?
Yeah, I heard you. I'm wrong.
Oh, okay.
Oh wow.
I see you all.
Fair enough. You know exactly his location, his latitude, his longitude, and down to like 100th of a decimal point.
I'm just straight up like I smell nerd nearby.
I take my shovel, dig a hole, and bury myself. Can he find me?
Yes.
Sniff,
Okay.
sniff. There's a fucking.
I'm
I
kidding.
smell books down there. Dig
I
that hole.
smell books down there.
No, that's my line.
All right. Nakai Echo arrives.
Hey, Echo.
Hello. Find anything out about the weird statue?
Well, not particularly. I know Atticus here seems rather enthralled with all this, so
He just kind of gives you a thumbs up and keeps going.
So where are we at
the pillar.
the first pillar you
one with
found.
the crushy hand.
Yeah.
Okay.
The weird six-pointed
Yeah.
claw thing.
Yeah. Out of curiosity, did Atticus look at the part where the jewel or gem is supposed to go yet, or no?
No, he hasn't really inspected that much yet.
One interesting
Actually,
thing.
perfectly goes into my question. No, I was actually about to ask about if he's looked at the whole part yet.
Yeah.
The claws.
Well,
It's like
one interesting thing here. It seems there's a jewel missing.
He looks up at it and says, yes, I did notice that was missing something, but
Yeah, our one party member had the bright idea of putting their paw in there.
well,
she's in my bag, so she can't hear you.
Well, can she? She's sleeping. Or he. He, yeah.
Yeah,
He.
see,
Vale is a he.
Yeah,
that
he.
was a good point. I don't know.
The
if it's sleeping
actor
or not.
is a
Yeah.
she.
Yes. He. Yeah.
Or, well, anyways.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, interestingly enough, he almost lost his hand over the matter.
Well, that's, I suppose, what you get when you mess with ancient technology.
Yeah, I was fortunate enough to get their hand pulled out, but... Well,
Did you try putting anything else in, or?
yes. A rather...
We tried wood, but it crushed.
Yes.
It got crushed.
Ah,
It's a substantial size branch, so...
hmm.
You can probably
Is
still
anything
you can probably still
harder?
see the wood chips in there.
Splintered wood. Have you tried anything harder than that? Because wood is not particularly,
Yeah.
of course, it's not particularly easy to splinter, but
Yeah,
It's not
honestly, my first thought was
hard to, you know.
stick something in there harder than a hand to see if it would hurt it before we have somebody else stick their hand in there.
For longer. Yeah.
Yeah.
That would be
Well,
odd.
I can take a look around, see if there's a decent sized stone we can put in there. Would that be more what you're looking for durability?
Might get something commissioned from a metalworker or blacksmith, something like that.
I wonder what I have on me.
Just a scrap of metal would work.
No, that won't work.
Something wide so that it doesn't just bend, I suppose. Well, or not wide, that's the wrong word. Thick. Something thick that doesn't just bend.
I have something that would work, but I would rather go to a blacksmith. The only thing I
What would
have,
it be?
my mace.
Oh,
That's the only thing.
Probably-
Yeah, no, I don't want to do that.
probably don't want to do that.
Let's see what else. Yeah, no. I think we're gonna have to go to like a blacksmith or something, unless Echo has something.
Let me.
Do you have anything metal that's not yourself?
Yeah, yes, very much so. And
Nope.
I was gonna
What?
say, and something you don't mind losing.
I can try putting an axe, but that's about it. Like the handle of the axe, but I feel like they'll get crushed, so I don't have anything else.
Okay, so
Well, but you guys go down to the blacksmith, get some chunk of something.
okay.
I'll stay here and try to keep
Um,
translating this.
what kind of density were you looking for? More like copper or more like iron?
Iron, preferably.
Iron? Okay. Okay,
We should test the limits of this thing.
interesting. Yeah. Well, at any rate, we should eventually find out what is supposed to go in there, but at least for now we can figure out what its limits are. So,
Yes.
Echo, you want to head over to the blacksmith with me, or you want to keep searching around the forest a little bit?
I'm gonna explore more if I can find any more pillars or anything relating to this.
Okay.
I guess if we found 2 areas of things, there might be more.
Okay. Well, I'll head over to like a blacksmith or something around here.
No, sorry. Whoops. I was muted.
I was kind of wondering.
All right. You head back to town and find the blacksmith. And you head in, and there's someone working hard banging away at some metal.
Excuse me.
Yes.
I need. This might be kind of a strange request, but I need a piece of iron, and I'm just gonna describe the dimensions that would fit in there.
All right.
I mean, it can even be like a circle, square, something that would fit in those tying things.
Well, sure I have something here. He kind of gets up and from his work and kind of looks around for something for a little while, something that would fit. He comes back a little while later with a fairly large chunk of just scrap metal. It appears to
Okay.
be mostly just raw and unrefined.
That's fine.
So maybe not as strong as raw iron, but or like
Refined.
refined iron,
Yes.
but you know, it'll do.
Yeah.
What do you even need this for?
A little experiment with a strange tower we found in the forest. Yeah, it's me and Atticus working on something.
Ah, right. Well, all right then. If you,
How much do I owe you for this?
Atticus will pay me.
Okay. I do want to check one other thing though. Oh no, don't want that. Nah, I'll look at that later. Okay. Thank you very much, and then I'll just head out to Atticus again.
All right, you head out.
Yeah.
And yeah, he's still inspecting. Echo is not there, obviously.
Yep.
As she is left off on on a little another little walk.
So, will this do?
Yes, that'll do. He just takes it and puts it right in there.
Yeah,
The,
don't punch it.
just like the last 2 times that you tried putting something in there, immediately the weird little grabber things reach out and grab a hold of this chunk of metal. And it starts, putting pressure on, increasing pressure. And it actually does start to crack the rock, the chunk of metal.
When I see that, I back up about 20 feet.
Yeah. It's kind of bending it, but kind of cracking it at the same time.
Yeah, as soon as I see that crack, back.
Yeah. And Atticus doesn't get the memo, and he's still just kind of inspecting it closely.
Atticus, you might want to back up.
Just give it a second. And well, it cracks more and more and more.
Atticus!
And, yeah. Then Atticus begins to moves away a little bit after a time of
Just saying, I have my shield out just in case it starts flying.
just in case when it snaps, it doesn't fly into your face and take off your head.
Yeah.
Understandable. You don't get shrapnel in your chest from it. But all right. So well, he does back up, and
Far
pretty
enough.
much just in time.
Okay.
Because yes, far enough. Because the rock bursts, or the chunk of metal bursts. Its tensile strength has been overcome. And when it snaps, or when it crumbles, I guess, metal crumbles.
Yeah.
The tines, I guess you could call them, the key felt, I guess, as well, retract back in as they did before with the wood.
Wow.
Well, that's certainly something.
How big is that hole that you put the stuff into?
Like inches wise.
Yeah, about. Like, how big of a jewel would you need to put in there?
Very large.
Okay.
Um,
So even like the
The-
cheapest type of jewel would be terribly expensive to put in there.
yes.
Okay. Okay.
It would be like baseball diamond.
Oh
size.
my. Okay.
It's actually probably bigger because like something you would find more in quantities of quartz, but not something like quartz because you couldn't cut it in the way that you would need it for this.
Damn. Yeah.
Because the size of it, it's a it's a like I said, perfect hexagon.
Mm-hmm.
And each side is about 2.5 inches. So it is very large.
Okay. Okay. When those tines come in, do they come into a point?
Mm-hmm. A single point, yes.
So could you technically put a smaller jewel in there as it's closing?
I suppose you could.
I think I'll suggest this to Atticus, see what he says.
Well, I forgot to mention while you were gone. This, well, I don't know if you've realized, but this is definitely an anchor point for something.
Mhm.
So it needs something likely magical in variety to keep it functional.
Yeah.
The problem is we don't know what it's anchoring.
Well, without the jewel, it's probably not anchoring anything anymore, is it?
Well, yes, but what it was an anchor for when it was functional.
Okay.
And why would it need to lock it in so tight? Or just crush it?
Okay, so if the jewel was put back in place, would it do anything since it's not technically connected to whatever it was anchoring anymore?
Well, you're aware of portals and such.
Oh, yeah.
When you look at an old malfunctioned portal, you know that it's not because you understand that if you gave it enough of a magical force, you could just simply reopen it, correct?
Yes.
I think that might be with this as well,
Oh.
considering it's a physical thing that has no intricate parts other than the claw and the socket. The runes themselves have no damage,
Interesting.
so
So if whatever was removed was returned to it, it could technically connect back
It
to
might
whatever
anchor
was
it.
there.
back, yes.
That could be very bad for this town, too.
I was about to say that. Whatever it's anchoring might not be the best of things to anchor.
Okay. I'm going to do something potentially very stupid.
What are you gonna do?
I'm going to try and push on the tower.
Like, to move it?
Yeah, to try and, like, see if it'll wiggle at all.
Alright. Roll strength.
Oh, God.
Yeah. You don't have echo here.
Strong.
Okay, good. Whoops. TH. 13.
13. It does not budge. Nothing moves
Okay.
at all.
Okay. So, looking around the base of it, does it look like it extends into the ground?
It does, yes. It looks like it extends downward. Not immediately. It does have a bit of a base, but it seems to dip down after a little while. After a little ways out.
What are your thoughts on trying to move it?
Probably not a good idea.
Then again, if some random person comes around with a jewel that happens to fit in there and places it in,
Well,
I mean, it's very unlikely, but it's possible.
well, Let's connect some dots here. You found this here.
Yep.
Not an hour away. Well, if you're running. You found another structure
Yes.
of a similar material with the same language.
Yep.
In the presence of a tribe that declared, or well, not publicly, but the people it was murdering,
Yes.
declared somewhat that it was searching for something.
Mm-hmm.
They might. No, but.
Okay.
What were they sacrificing to?
Okay. Is Echo still here or no?
No.
No?
Echo walked off a while ago.
Did you happen to notice that the cloak my friend was wearing had the same symbols?
Oh, yes, I did.
The thing is, she can't read them.
Odd.
Yes. I can't help but think she's connected somehow.
Well, that could very well be the case. Where did she get it?
Honestly,
And what
I
the
have.
hell is she? By the way,
Would I know what
is
a
that
warf?
armor or is that just?
Would I know what a warforged is?
No.
No. Okay. I didn't think so.
No. Yeah, no.
Honestly, I'm not sure myself. Based on her rather impressive stature, I don't think it's armor, but that's all I have.
There.
And the way she consumes nutrients is interesting, but other than that,
Should I ask or?
threw her a hand.
Oh. Okay.
Yeah,
That's odd.
yeah, it was yeah.
Well,
Yeah. Well, so trying to figure out what I potentially ticked off is going around here. So,
you might find someone who likes working with gears to tell you what the hell she is.
yeah.
Although they might not like her. Or, sorry. She might not like them poking around.
My feelings.
Should I ask?
Huh?
I mean, how interested would they be?
It depends on who they are, I suppose.
Yeah. I think I would
I don't
leave.
really know anyone that fits, so you'd have to go
Okay.
somewhere where they would find.
Yeah, I think I'll just leave that up to Echo because I think she could step on me and kill me.
Well, I wouldn't doubt it. We might. We might also dig around the base of this, see if we can make it maybe a bit easier to see and understand. Maybe it's a smaller part of a larger
Well,
structure, kind of like that other chunk.
now you see why I wanted the shovels.
Yep.
And
I was
I'll,
prompting you to use them in the first place.
honestly, it was for the other one, but yes.
Yeah.
I'll give one to Atticus, and I guess we'll just start going around
Start digging. All right.
with my +0 strength.
Well, you're not, not any better than Atticus.
That's probably true.
Not any worse than Atticus either.
Yeah, okay. So, at least we're on even ground here.